What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video for you guys. This reaction comes from Ashley Dalton. Shout out to her. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, go over and support her channel, you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So let's jump right into the video. Here we go.
Do you go somewhere where the music isn't playing?
Actually, can't go somewhere else. That's my whole situation. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But good afternoon, Ashley.
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking my call.
Yes. And let me ask you this first. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Absolutely, I do.
All right. What brings you up?
Okay, so my situation is a little, I'm sorry, my heart just started beating really fast. I'm a homeless first-time single mom. I am 32 years old. I waited about 10 years to have my first child. Didn't think I would ever have one. So it was a blessing, but I feel like it's been draining at the same time. I don't want to call it a curse because now I'm just going through a bunch of trials and tribulations that I never, no one ever prepared me for. I prepared myself to never get into this situation, but never say never. I'm a boss babe. Had my college degree, always been, taking care of myself.
Now, I will say this, and I don't, I empathize with her situation, but I think it's kind of weird, to be honest, to say that you're a boss babe if you're homeless, if you're a single mother that's homeless. To me, that and boss babe does not go hand in hand. I'm just saying, because if you're going to say that you're a boss, what does boss babe mean if you are homeless with a child? That's all I'm saying. Let's continue.
Once I reached my 30s, I kind of gave up on love. I had high standards, but I also gave a lot of people chances. One person, of course, caught me in particular. He already had a child before me. So that was probably a red flag, but I didn't care. I just want love. So I got trapped into that situation, and now I'm a single mom and I am homeless.
Well, you trapped yourself in that situation, because if you're ignoring certain red flags and you just want love, so you go with it, that's your issue. Let's continue.
I'm getting my stuff back together though, one day at a time.
And when you say homeless, Nicole, I'm assuming, but you're in a shelter or something?
Absolutely.
Right now?
I'm in a shelter.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yes. So I am getting my stuff back together one day at a time. I am now don't want to promote myself at all because this is your platform, but I'm using TikTok as therapy to kind of get my pink back, as they say. Okay. But right now I am really, I guess, in the mindset, I probably shouldn't be in this mindset of trying to date, but I don't know how else to get out of my mind of not trying to, go back to that person that clearly doesn't care about me or our child, you know what I mean? So I guess I'm looking for advice in terms of anyone that's a first-time mom or a single mom that's just ready to really get back out there and date.
But I think before we even date, I would want you to get your priorities together. That's what I want you to
exactly.
Do. I want everything to be in order, like basic things. Like you said, right now, you're in a shelter, so that's a transitional home for you. You know, and I'm sure they're going to put you in your first home, which is good, Right now, it should just be, the focus should be you and baby, which I'm sure it has been.
Yes.
That can be a lot because it's like, okay, what about me? I get that. Like, you were a woman before you had your baby, and maybe that's what you're also feeling. Like, man, everything has changed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And are you also creating income? Because I know even there's a girl, she went viral on here. Her name is Khalees, and she was in a shelter temporarily. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that content creator.
I am not. I've only been on the platform for almost a month now. No, actually a little bit over a month now. I've created great traction with my content because I'm just being my authentic self. Okay. But that's not really my goal, right? So in terms of, priorities, you are right. I wouldn't come on here if I didn't have my priorities set, number one. So I am in the process of actually getting out of here. We did get approved for our first apartment. It was through New York City Lottery because I am in New York too. So I'm super excited about that. And I used to be a property manager, so it's kind of crazy how I couldn't even help myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and let me also say this, Nicola. When I say get your priorities together, that's not me coming for you. The only reason I said that, and I'm not aware of what you have going on, right? The only reason I said that is because you said you were talking about dating. So that's why I mentioned it. I said, maybe when you get in your first apartment first, right? You get settled in, you have some sort of income coming in, then you should consider, okay, maybe I'll start dating it. Again, that's what I mean by getting your priorities straight. Just so you're not, I'm not coming for you or anything like that. I just wanted to say that.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I definitely didn't get that energy from you. But of course, because I wouldn't join the live if I felt like someone was gonna, attack me in that way. Because I'm already vulnerable, you know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't put myself in that situation again. I guess You know what? I get what you're saying. It's just that I feel like I've been so closed off because before my baby, like, you know, he arrived out of nowhere. So I was already so closed off, and
Women are so in denial. It's hard to look at it. Why is it that, you know, when women speak, you choose to put your business on social media for people to see it? But why do women worry about being attacked so much? Why would you think that somebody's going to attack you? And if you think that you're going to be attacked for your situation, why would you put it on social media for the world to see? If you're concerned about somebody attacking you, you would think that you would go to a more personal, you know, avenue to take so that everybody is not scrutinizing your business. So why is it that women are seem afraid of somebody attacking them or coming for them if they choose to put their business out there? Because your business really isn't anybody else's business if they don't know your business. You see what I'm saying? So I always wonder about that. But child, let's continue.
this same time, I feel like for so long, for the past 2 years, really, the year of pregnancy, then my son just turned 1. So I really haven't done I haven't gone out, I haven't done anything. 2 years, it feels weird. So it's like I'm itching to get back out there. You know what I mean? While I'm just looking for a good distraction, I guess what I'm saying, while things are moving, because right now my baby father is like slowly creeping back in, and it's giving me like heart pain.
Why can't you
because I'm
just
like,
say no? If it's not about the baby, why can't you say no? Like, I'm not here to be, I don't want a romantic connection, but if it is about our son, then yes, we can talk. But outside of that, it's a no.
Because he doesn't see it that way, and he's very controlling and manipulative, and I just got, you know, the raw end of the stick when it came to him and his child. So in terms of him being involved, which is
What about his family? Is his family helping? His mother, his grandmother's, the aunt?
No, they're not involved. I think because the same situation happened with his first baby mother. And then I came along literally 5 years later. They're like, oh, the same thing is happening again. I think they basically gave up because he's a grown man. He's 2 years younger than me, but he's a grown man.
So he has a history of making babies and not taking care of them. He's not there for his other child. Now he doesn't want to be involved with your child. Once again, you got to learn from your mistakes, boo. You can't keep going out the same way. You know, you have a child now. Don't make the mistake of becoming a single mother 2 times over. Figure out what you need to do with your life and take care of your child. And hopefully, eventually you'll meet, you know, someone else who might be interested in dating you and taking on you and your child. Don't go back and make the same choices you did before, because once again, as much as he's the narcissist and he's the problem, you didn't really pay attention to the red flags that were there. If he had a child already, he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. Why would you allow yourself to have a child with him as well, to fall into that same trap? I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Okay, so it sounds like he needs time too. It just sounds like a situation. If you try to bring him in for the child, it's going to cause argument because he wants to be intimate with you. Yes. He wants to stay over. So maybe he needs a little time out. That's what I'm feeling. If it gets to a point where you feel like you can't even be in the same space because he may get violent or aggressive, then that's not someone you need to be around with, especially with your child.
Thing, Ashley. I've already broke the no contact rule because I went no contact with him because it was the other way around. I couldn't be in the room with him without getting violent. It got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore because it's day in and day out. I'm the one taking care of our baby, and all I hear is excuses. And when I call you, you're out partying or you're doing something. You know what I mean?
So she's the one getting violent? You know, I like how the assumption is always on the man being the violent one, and then you hear a lot of cases where it's actually the women. And this is something to note. You know, there's no real pushback when it's the woman, because people automatically assume that the man is abusive, when in many cases it's the women that are abusing the men, and then wonder why the relationship fails. So I said before, something is off with this, because it is. Now she says that she couldn't be in a room with him because she was the violent one. But that's never addressed. Women don't address that part of it. Even when a woman telling you she was the abusive one, there's no real pushback on that. Let's continue.
This is all in my face, you know, and then we got into this situation 4 months ago, being homeless, and unfortunately we ended up being homeless literally like 10 minutes away from him, and nothing has changed. So now it's like, it was easier dealing with this entire situation when I wasn't in the same borough as him. But now that I'm in the same borough as him, very close to him, it's very hard to ignore, you know, him and his actions. And I guess I came on here just like, maybe I'm too much in my head. I don't talk to, you know, friends and family about these stuff because I'm weird. I'd rather talk to a stranger, because you know what I mean?
Honestly, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think people rather talk to strangers because strangers don't know the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Strangers don't know the whole story. See, friends and family be knowing what's going on. They know your crazy part. They know his crazy part. They know the whole thing. So they're going to have an objective point of view or a more realistic response because they know the whole story. Some random stranger on the internet don't know the full story, so they can only give you a little bit of advice that they can based off what you're saying. Let's continue.
You guys can judge, but I won't take it to heart. Family and friends, they hurt your feelings. Yeah, I do need a therapist. I've been seeking therapy. Yes, guys. I've been seeking therapy. I was in therapy before. I had to stop it because my baby was, taking up a lot of my time, but that's why I'm doing content creating and all that stuff. I'm literally working on myself. I'm doing everything to be the best mom I can be because my child didn't ask to be in this world to have two messed up parents. So he has to at least have one decent parent, and that's what I'm trying to do. I just feel like at this point my back is against the wall. I'm like, I'm tired of hearing this. I just want new love and someone to pour into me because no one has been pouring into me and my child for so long, and at this point I'm just tired. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and this is the delusional aspect of a lot of women. Women feel like because they've been in a horrible situation that somebody else's responsibility to look at their hardships and the choices that they made, the positions they put themselves in, and somehow a man is supposed to look at them and feel sorry for them and say, oh my God, she's had it hard. Let me go pour into her. Let me go do this for her. And that day is over. That is not the way men are moving in this day, in this modern society. Men are not coming to save you. They're not trying to bail you out. They're not trying to pour into you unless they believe that you're worthy of that. This is why I say men who pick certain women that they like and they like qualities about that woman, these women don't have to ask for much. They already are willing to pour into her and give to her because they see the type of woman that she is. If a man doesn't see the qualities in you that he deems great qualities for him, he's not going to do that. He's just going to move on. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.